I got some items on this table here, and I'm going to sweep all these items over this coil here, and we're just going to look at the numbers here. I don't look at the numbers. It's a tonal game for me, but this is just the reality of hunting for jewelry and gold. You know, I have some gold rings, some pendants, some rings, different size of gold rings here. I have a couple junker rings there. I have a couple bracelets and necklaces gold right there, and some ring pulls here. These are ring pulls, not pull tabs. I see a lot of people calling these pull tabs. They're not pull tabs. They're different, right, from a different era. These are pull tabs right up here. And all these pull tabs, all these ring pulls read up different numbers, right? Every single one of them read up different numbers. Just like the jewelry. The jewelry can read up really low, can read up really high. The gold jewelry here. And the coins. Let's come to the coins here. This silver quarter, this Washington silver quarter, reads up the same numbers as the standing Liberty quarter. Right? Both of them are silver. These 3 quarters right here, different years. One's a state quarter, one's a bicentennial, and one's Eagle quarter. They all read up the same numbers, right? I got these dimes right here. They all read up the same numbers. Different years, they all read up the same numbers as this silver dime. Pretty much the same numbers, right? Silver dime right there. So the coins are pretty easy because they're uniform in shape and size and conductivity. So you pretty much know when you're on a coin. And there's a lot of coins out there, but there's a lot of junk. There's a lot of jewelry too. A lot of guys skip up jewelry because it sounds just junky. It sounds just like junky. And where there's jewelry, there's gonna be pull tabs and ring pulls, right? So I'm just gonna turn this detector on, and it's just amazing how many pull tabs are out there, but they just read up different, right? Different numbers for every one of those pull tabs. And they may look the same, but they're not equal. Just start out and oops. I'll just do one program here. I'll do this small gold chain here, right? I found this with a pendant on it. This pendant is somewhere, it's right here. I found this in the playground this year, right here. $25, $26. I'll try this pendant that came with it. $42. I'll try this other necklace here. $27, $30. $27, $30. There's another necklace or bracelet there. $36, $35. Another. It's gonna be kind of chattery here. I'm right next to the iron here, so. $40. Here's another pendant right here. Gold pendant right here. $42. Here's another pendant right here. $39, $38. And some of this gold here I found, and I didn't even know it was gold until I got it home because it's so hard to see it when it's all muddy or when the lighting is bad here. I found this last year with the Deus One, maybe 2 years ago, just down the street from my house at the school. $52. The pendant right here, a gun pendant. $41. Here's another pendant right here. $39. This gold earring I found, this is 10 karat gold earring. I found this one in a playground over in my city last year with Jim, and I didn't even know it was gold until I got it home. This is 10 karat right here. 49, 47, 44. It's kind of heavy too. Let's see here, I got all the pendants there. So I'll start with some of the smaller gold rings here. There's a very thin gold ring here. I found this with the Legend. 35. Small gold ring right here. 41. This is the last gold that I found. No, this is the first gold that I found with the Deus 2 right here. Baby ring. In a spot where we found over a dozen rings in 3 months. A small area, but there's so much trash there. Just layer by layer by layer. Just picking up pull tabs and ring pulls and handfuls and handfuls and handfuls of bottle caps. Every time we go there, we get a handful of bottle caps each. And just layer by layer by layer, and then finally the gold starts coming out and the silver starts coming out. I found this gold ring the same day I found a barber dime in the same park, not too far away from each other. And we really hammered that spot hardcore. You know, when the coins are pretty much the first thing that's going to come out of sight, right? Coins are easy to hit on. That's why there's not very much silver in our parks anymore, because we already had that rodeo, you know, 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago. You know, that parks were just loaded with silver back then. Loaded. I mean, a handful of silver every day you go out, right? It was crazy back then. It was pretty crazy. So, go with this one. 62. Found this one in playground also. Right there. 73. 71. 64. 65, 66. Here's a munched one. Jim found this one. 65. I found this one on Jewelry Hill here. There's a very old gold ring here. 68. Beautiful gold ring. When I found this one with my Xterra Pro this just a few months ago. 60. A big white gold ring here. 68. Here's a munched gold ring. This gold ring I found with the Deus 2. This is that one that I smashed a little bit. Or no, this is the one that I smashed with my Deus 2. 70. This one, bigger one right here. 81. It's a big gold ring there. Here is the last gold ring here. 88, a honking one. The gold ring here. I already did all those. So the 70s, you know, the 70s were pretty. There's one that's 49 here. Here's some junker rings, about the same size as the small ones that were read in the 30s or in the 40s. 81. Small junker ring here. 76. So tiny little ring in there. Let's see, tiny little ring here. 47. And I'll show you these pull tabs here, watch. 62. 64. 66, 67. 68. 70. 74. 75. Here's 75. This one's shaped kind of weird. This is an older one. 76. 77. So there's a broad range of those, and you just never know what they're going to read up. When you pull them out of the ground, you just never know. So look at these 3 pull tabs here. They look identical, right? 3 square tabs. 78. 80. 82. Right? They look identical. Now let's try these ring pulls here. 69, 70. 66. 71. 65. This is an odd one here. 63, 58. Sounds like an overload. 69, 70. There's a ring pull, just a ring pull without the beaver tail on it. 73. Here's another ring pull without a beaver tail on it. 66. Now I'll show you the coins here, right? Here's a silver quarter. 94, 95, 96, 93, 93, 93. Here's a clad dime. 89, clad dime. 89, clad dime. 89, clad dime. 89, silver dime. 91. Here's a little bit of difference between the silver coins and in this program here, but I'm not trying to go for silver coins, right? Silver coins aren't really deep in my soil anyway. Not much is deep in my soil, but just it's the layers and layers of trash that we've gone through in the last, many years metal detecting. And so we've already uncovered a lot of silver dimes, even back when, before all this massive amounts of trash. I would say that there's been a lot of trash deposited in the last 5 years. The last 5 years have been really, really bad. People just don't care anymore. They just throw away trash. And like the ring pulls, I just don't find that many ring pulls because we got a lot of them many years ago. Pull tabs, I'm going for the modern drops, and because that deeper stuff, there's so much stuff on top of the deeper stuff. You're just no way, man. You have to really work the layers, and jewelry is not deep anyway. Jewelry is usually not deep. We find a lot of shallow jewelry. Most of the gold that I find is just right near the surface, within 3 inches deep. The coins, I can pretty much tell when I'm on a deep coin. Just the other day, I pulled out a silver dime in the park down the street from my house, and I knew it was a deep target. And I knew it was a coin. I called it out. It was a deep coin, and it was a silver coin. And so the coins are pretty easy to hit on, and usually those are the first targets to come out of a site. When you first get to a site, the coins come out first because they're easy to hit on, and they're a lot of times they're going to be coins. You can call out the coins really easy, but the jewelry just they're far and few between. I find more gold than silver coins. I find more gold jewelry than silver coins anymore. We used to come out after a park hunt with just a bunch of silver coins, lots and lots of coins, and jewelry. We found a lot of jewelry back then too. We're finding just as much jewelry nowadays, but so let's think about it here. Nobody's dropping silver coins anymore. People are always dropping jewelry. They're always dropping jewelry. And to get this jewelry, you gotta dig the pull tabs out, man. There's just no way, there's no detector that's gonna tell you that it's a gold ring or a pull tab. I'm sorry, there's just no detector that's gonna do that for us. And I do this as a hobby, and I really enjoy being outside and having fun with my buddies. You just never know what your next target's going to be. It may not be a pull tab, it may not be a silver coin, but most of the time it's junk. But I really like this hobby because you just never know what you're gonna encounter. Every day is a different experience. I can take this same exact detector to a site 365 days in a year, to the same site, and I will have a different experience every single day because the conditions change and the ground changes as you unveil those layers in the ground. That site changes and it changes and it changes. So hope this can enlighten some of you guys. I surely enjoy digging out whatever it is. I don't care if I'm digging out pull tabs all day long or if I'm if I'm extracting a bunch of foil all day long, at least I'm getting the layers out, right? So I can collect data on that site. And if I'm finding jewelry, that usually means there's more jewelry around there, and I'll dig out more and more and more targets and really pick off the layers, layer by layer by layer. A lot of people don't understand that. You know, at virgin sites, you know, like if you hit somebody's front yard or at somebody's permission or something, you're gonna find silver in there. If it's never been hit, you're gonna find some silver coins there. But you know, permissions are really hard to get these days. People at least in my area, are really not receptive to metal detecting. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really sure why. I used to get a lot of permissions, but nowadays, just people, since this whole COVID stuff, people really been, I don't know, just things have changed. You know, people don't want you on their property for some reason. Well, thank you for watching.